Hello and welcome to the third episode of Talking Builders. Today we are here with Shiny Pikachu. Hello,
Hello.
Shiny. Could you introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello. I'm ShinyPikachu. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Germany. And I do Twitch streams and I play some events from bigger creators.
Ooh,
That's basically it.
awesome. Before we start with Talking Builders, of course, we need to know what are we gonna build today?
Ooh, I would be down to build a medieval house today. I love medieval houses.
Ooh, why do you love medieval houses?
Well, honestly, because like as we said, right? I'm not a main builder, but I feel like medieval houses are quite easy to build and they make you look like you're pretty good at building. So that's what I tend to build in events because yeah, I mean, it's at least I know how to build those. So oh yeah,
Awesome. Let's go to the magical door and start
let's go.
building them. Then you are, of course, known as more of an event player, right?
Yes,
What was your
exactly.
first ever event you played in?
Ooh, my first ever event was a Sword for Thousands Maze Runner event, the very first one he did, and that like back then I saw like a bunch of civilization videos on YouTube pop up, and I was like, yo, I might want to try to join that. I feel like most people kind of have that, right? So I just started like applying, and I saw the message that I got in, and then I immediately had to start watching the actual Maze Runner video or like movie because I hadn't seen it yet. So I actually had to like pre-watch it 2 hours before the event to come prepared, right? Um, and yeah, man, I what can I say? I instantly like fell in love with the way the story like developed itself and how yeah, I just really like the concept of having like a civilization and like that you have to come across some obstacles that you have to master and yeah, like to get by in a civilization. And I really like the fact that you like play a movie that you already know, kinda, but you can put your own kind of side story into the whole plot of the movie and like kind of playing it yourself, and that's like pretty cool because like the concept itself of like a maze run is pretty fun. You know, I mean, depending on like not in real life, but you know, it's still it's still a fun thing to play or like to think what you would do in certain situations. And with these Minecraft events, you can just actually like play in them.
You look at events, most of the times two different types of events. You have the sweaty events where you like think to win, and then you have the more casual events. Which do you enjoy more?
Oh, this one's a tough one, right? Because the most sweaty events usually are the only reason why they are sweaty is because there's money on the line, right? So of course I would love to win some money. However, I do know that I'm more of a casual player. I'm I would say I'm a pretty good casual player. I'm not good in comparisons to like a very competitive player, but I would say I'm good in comparisons to like a casual player, right? So you never what I usually do is I try to like assess let's for example take a Mr. Beast event. I like assess my chances how likely it is that I actually come out victorious. So if I see there's a like a PvP event and there's a coldie fight already in the lobby, then I already know that I low-key don't have a chance, right? So what I will do is I look at the event beforehand and I see whether I want to go for the prize money or if I want to have my own story develop in order to maybe get shown in the video more. Um, for example, I did that in the 500 versus Jude Law. I think 500 versus most smartest players is what it was called in the end. But yeah, I kind of noticed that there was no way I was going to win that. So I just got a bunch of my friends together and I started doing a whole sideline that kind of got me to be the main side character of the video. So I always like, yeah, I always assess whether I want to play competitive events actually competitive or just play casual. But I usually tend to be on the casual side.
You team with a lot of people, right? If you were like in a event with like teams of 6 players, which other 5 players would you choose to be your teammate?
Ooh. I love this one because I have like a few people that I try to team with sometimes because I like them like off stream off screen as well, and they're always just very fun to team with because they're just funny persons. So I picked Giuseppe, El Deathly, High Spec, El Casino, and Zach because that's low-key like a nightmare blunt rotation because Giuseppe Crafts is a very funny guy, very silly. El Deathly is also very funny, and he's low-key like a perfect kind of villain. Like that would be a good villain team, even though Giuseppe is usually not a villain. And like if you watch Sword for Thousand events, right? But that would be a fun team. High Spec is super funny. Like he's just a funny guy. Always fun to team with him. El Casino is my goat. Often teaming with him a lot. Started streaming with him, and Zach same. I mean, I've been starting to stream with him, and I don't know. I just gotta stick to them.
Okay. What is your favorite kind of format of events?
Ooh. Okay, my favorite format are Civ events because that's kind of what I started with, and yeah, with the civilization events, what usually happens is that you get thrown into a random scenario, and you just have to make the best out of it. And I really like that concept the most. Because, for example, if you're taking a Hunger Games, it's usually the same thing, and also there's a lot of waiting between events. And with Civ events, it's like you gotta build up civilizations, then there's elections, and you kind of get to like experience a real story as a player, which sometimes is missing a little bit in the in other events like Hunger Games, for example. This is mainly Sword for Thousand though, but yeah. And then of course, like if you're talking like Mr. Beast and Carl Jacobs events, those are always something special because they have like full-on devs working on every single event to make it as unique as possible. Because they always have like completely new concept that no one really has ever done before. But I mean, it's debatable, but yeah, those have a lot of production value, and they are as a player, those are probably the ones that are the most outstanding ones. So yeah, even though those are not the best story wise, but in terms of playing fun, they're definitely up there.
Play in a lot of events. I know like I'm a main player in a lot of them. But what would you say as a tip for people wanting to start playing events?
Um, well, first of all, to start playing, there's usually an application process where you have to send in like a little application where you say who you are and what you do and why they should pick you. And for that, the reasoning doesn't even have to be great. If it's not for an ish video, that's a whole different thing. Um, but the reasoning doesn't have to be great. The thing they're most looking forward to or like looking at is whether your recording quality is decent, whether your microphone isn't horrible, and whether you're not a squeaker. So yeah, I mean, if you just have a very high pitched voice and you're like a little kid, it might be hard to get into some. But I mean, there's some people that also get in, right? But I mean, once you are in the events, though, you have to show like if you want to like get re-invited to some of these events, you have to show that you can actually contribute to the content. No one wants to watch anybody sitting in a hole in a Mr. Beast event to win $150. That's not going to make the final cut. So what you want to do is show the actual editors that your POV out of the maybe 500 other people is a POV that is actually worth putting into the video because of the stuff you did. So you just gotta make something different than all the other 500 people, and maybe get one or two of your friends or make friends, and yeah, just do something with them. Stick to the group and just do content with a small group of players, and that's probably the best thing you can do.
The build has been cooking. So what do you want to? Is there anything you want to change for the build yet?
I don't know. I tried to come up with some interior, but I'm horrible as interior. So maybe I should just stick to not doing interior.
I never do interiors.
Okay, I'll just stick to the outside. I
don't know if you went to Kubu Bay and the Mr. Beast fits. I like build everything, but there were no interiors.
Oh, okay. Fire.
Good exteriors, but interiors.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Kubu Bay was fun.
Awesome. Okay. Let's go then to you are a streamer.
Yes.
You've been popping off. What made you want to stream?
Well, I always kind of wanted to make some content creation in some sort, right? Which is also why I play these events and all that. But like from a very young age, my best friend, like my best IRL friend, had always been doing YouTube, and he's been like urging me to start doing YouTube. And I was always too lazy because I just can't be asked to edit and all of that, right? Yeah, I just was too lazy to do YouTube, and the only thing I ever did on YouTube was YouTube Shorts, and those like low-key print subs, but they aren't really active subs, so they don't really get you anywhere. Um, and whenever I did like actual long form videos, I put like zero effort in, and that also like resulted in zero views. So that was very demotivating. So I never actually got to like enjoy it quite as much as I wanted to. But like when I started playing events and I saw some of my friends like break that 10 to 20 viewer mark, which is roughly where you get chat gets pretty active, like right where you like can actively really like interact with your chat and always have somebody in your chat. Um, I saw them break that like almost instantly after starting, and I was like, I could low-key hop on that if like because you low-key need some kind of audience to start off. So I saw the opportunity and I was like, yeah, I mean, let's try it. Let's just start streaming, and it kind of worked out.
What is your favorite thing to do when streaming?
Ooh, my favorite thing is like playing events mainly because I mean that's the main thing I enjoy on playing Minecraft. But I also uh love like streaming what's it called tournaments. Like for example, we did some like in the event community we did some funny wars tournaments that like make us compete with each other within the community. So it's pretty fun to play those kind of tournaments. And of course, mainly I like to play Sword MC on stream. But any 100-player Hunger Games are very fun for sure.
Do you enjoy playing as a captain more or as a player?
Ooh, I like captaining. I've been captaining every single time, but once I've played these private events, and yeah, I mean I really liked captaining. It's pretty fun. I know that I'm not the best player in the team, but I really like doing the draft and all that. So that's probably quite enjoyable.
What's something your viewers don't realize about streaming for others?
Oh, okay. Wait, let me check my notes really quick. Um, like reading as dumb as it sounds, but reading an active chat for like more than 6 hours is so exhausting. Because I don't know, it really strains your voice. You can see me go to the toilet like 3 or 4 times while I'm streaming. Because I just have to constantly be drinking to like not strain my voice too much. Because I'm basically just talking for 8 hours straight without having a break. Because like if you're streaming, especially at the start, and you like have a break of like 1 or 2 minutes where you just sit in your chair and like say nothing, everybody's leaving. You can't have those awkward silences. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like that was the most exhausting thing when I started streaming. Just the constant talking and yapping about anything, even if the chat is dead. It's kind of the most annoying thing. Yeah, and then of course like sometimes I like if I even if I've been streaming for 6 hours, I notice that I'm low-key just not feeling like talking 24/7 anymore. I sometimes just end my stream early and then maybe just chill for 1 or 2 hours offline or like off stream with some friends, and so just so that I don't have to be constantly talking because it's a bit exhausting. I mean I love doing it, right? But there's also an exhausting side to it. So yeah.
That's completely understandable. I also have the problem right now already, and I've been talking for like 10 minutes. Like I have my
Yeah,
bottle
same.
of water next to me, and it's already half empty. Wow. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's
Okay.
so relatable. Um, do you plan your streams ahead, or do you just go live and see where it goes?
Yes, and no. It really depends on the day, honestly. because like for example, I usually stream events, right? I call myself an event player, so that's the main thing I do. And of course, I kind of schedule my streams around those because that's the thing that is the most fun for me. So I always try to play as many events as possible. So if I know that there's like a, for example, in a Nexus Live or like a Funny Wars tournament, for example, that we have in 2 or 3 days. Is it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. Yes, I low-key, well, for those, I of course plan around them. But yeah, there's also a lot of days where I just go live in order to not lose the flow, because I feel like taking a day off is like bad if I know that I could just, for example, find some PvP, which I mean, I could just do that off stream, but it's just more fun on stream. So, a lot of times I just go live and I see what's up, and then a lot of times, I mean, the main thing that I feel like my Twitch streams are about is like interacting with the community, so they can see how I am like as a person outside of playing these events. And that also involves me asking the chat like what we want to do. For example, sometimes we play some manhunts on Swar Crew, for example, or then we just do party fights on Mindman, or just do Skywars on Scum HD. So it's always really what my chat is feeling, and adapting to that.
Same question as for the last category, kinda. For someone who just starts streaming or wants to start streaming, what is the biggest tip you can tell them?
Okay. So like if you look at a lot of like YouTube gurus telling people how to start doing YouTube, they will usually say just start like uploading or something, and like the most important thing is starting. For streaming, that is kind of true, but kind of like at least from my experience on kind of not true, because nowadays, or like maybe even always, I can't really tell, but nowadays it's kind of hard to just start streaming and get viewers, because I think the average stream on Twitch has 3 or 4 viewers, and that is including like a Kaizenat on 100 and whatever 60,000 viewers. So a majority of the people just don't have any viewers at all, and that is because like you need to get people to know you, at least in my opinion, before you start streaming, and then you need to show them that you're streaming, and then you can get you can kind of get more or less known, or like recognized, and then they see that you're streaming, and that's kind of how I did it, at least. Like I've been playing events, and then people started recognizing me, and I've just started streaming so they can like watch me stream. That's quite fun. But yeah, like my main advice is try to be active on other social medias or appear in other videos, so people already know you and they start watching you because they are interested in you as a person, rather than just watching a random dude play video games. I don't know. And also, what I also want to say is, don't expect to be making any money on Twitch. um, the only reason why you get money on Twitch is basically the tipping culture, like gifting subs and all that. But in the beginning, or like even like there's some months where there's just no people that want to give subs, which is, I mean, totally fair, right? But a lot of people have those kais in that, or like whatever, like XQC numbers in mind, but in reality, you're just not going to see any of that for a long time. So you I mean, I of course I don't make like like anywhere close to what I need would like go full time or something. Maybe if I started YouTube, I could potentially have like a minimum minimum wage kind of thing, but nah, it's like you like work for way less what uh we work for way less than the average, like the minimum pay would be if you would like work a real job. So keep that in mind, that it's like really a hobby and not like a real job.
You are, of course, a great Minecraft player yourself. What is your best Minecraft skill?
Um, funny enough, my best Minecraft skill, a lot of people don't know this, but my best Minecraft skill is parkour. I have like thousands of hours in Minecraft parkour just because I started out on like a school laptop that was only working with like 2 chunks render distance on like 20 to 30 FPS. So all PvP related things were just out of the question because I would just get destroyed. Because back then, of course, it was 1.8, so clicks and CPS like really mattered. I think I don't know. I was never good in it. Um, but yeah, so I just never picked up PvP, and I don't know. I just stuck to parkour because that was like literally the only thing I could do back then. And yeah, I still love parkour. You can see me like be relatively good compared to PvP in any kind of tournament whenever there's parkour. So it's low-key the best thing I can do.
Of course, when you play in a competition, you don't want to be washed. So how do you warm up for them?
Yes, well, it always really depends on the event, right? If it's like a very heavy PvP heavy event, I will sometimes like warm up and actually PvP. But a lot of times, if you're talking like a Sword for 1000 events, you don't necessarily have to warm up. Like even in Mr. Beast events, if it's a multi-day civilization, you really don't need to warm up because you'll be playing for at least like 4 or 5 hours anyway. And if you warm up beforehand and the PvP part is like 4 hours later, there's no point in warming up for a PvP session that's like literally half a day away. So I usually go in blind, honestly.
How do you balance playing to win in an event and playing to have fun in an event?
Yeah, well, as I said, I usually look at the event beforehand and I kind of decide whether I want to try to be one of the top players or be one of the top entertaining people because doing both is doable but very very hard. So I kind of just I'm usually on the casual side because I know that I'm personally not a very competitive player. I do love to sweat sometimes, right? But usually I just play for fun. So it really depends on the team, on the event really. So
You do a lot of PvP as well, like in Mineman and other things. What is your favorite PvP game mode?
ooh, my favorite PvP game mode is is Creeper PvP. I don't know. I hate everything. I hate everything crystal, mace, or spear. Or like shield fights. But for some reason, I like creeper. It's pretty fun. I love like sweating creeper PvP. I got like a 50 win streak at some point, and like without really trying it as well. So for some reason, I just managed to pick it up pretty quickly. So I don't know. Creeper PvP is pretty fun, but I also really like Pearl Fight, for example, like where you have to clutch up and then knock people off. Very fun.
Now let's go to some random questions that I just wanted to ask. I ask everyone this first question. What is your favorite Minecraft block?
Favorite Minecraft block is TNT. I like it might be a bit random, but like a lot of the like in the Sword for 1000 community, at least I used to be known for like crafting a lot of legendaries, right? And especially the explosive bow. So any legendary that is explosive just gives you a lot of joy if you kill people with it. For example, if you like get a cool kill with like a rocket launcher, you have to craft a TNT. It's beautiful. The the joy you get from just blowing people up with a one-hit weapon that you had to like grind for is beautiful. And also with normal TNT, I mean the texture is kind of cool, makes a boom noise, blows stuff up. Pretty cool. Very nice block.
This is a question going back to more of the content questions, because right now you only do Twitch streams. But will you ever, or are you planning to make YouTube videos?
That's like a big maybe on my part because as I said, like I like one of my IRL friends used to do a lot of YouTube and he like told me to always start up, but I'm low-key too lazy because I don't know how to edit. Uh, I know that I could probably pick it up relatively quickly. I know that I have a new PC. I could also do the rendering pretty good. Um, but I usually don't go out of my way to I don't know. There's a big difference between like streaming and what you would do in a recording if you do like an event POV. So it's kind of hard to, for at least for me, to do a recording while I'm streaming because it's so different. Um, so maybe if I get like a good POV in like a Kyle Jacobs or like a Mr. Beast event, then I could probably upload it. But on the other hand, those have a lot of footage. Like we were talking like 10 to 20 plus hours, right? So then it's kind of like a question again of, do I really have like the stamina to actually edit all of that to make it like, there's one thing to like rough cut it, and then there's the other thing is to actually do animations and make it an enjoyable video. And I feel like I wouldn't do that, or like that's kind of hard to do as the first project. So I don't know how long that would take me, you know. So it's a big maybe, maybe in the future.
But I think we're then done.
Yeah, we could.
Do you want to
That's
change anything
ugly.
about the builds?
I don't like these walls, but
These walls.
it should be good. Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
if you don't like it, you have to change it. What about
It feels like there's just some. Oh yes, I love a decorated pot. Let's
decorated
put
pot
some
is just
vines.
some vines.
Vines. Vines. Oh.
Hmm?
I somehow activated replace mode. Ah, got it. Okay, hold up. Oh. No, it looks shit. Okay. Hmm. Okay, what do I do here?
This kind of weird angle.
Yeah. Oh. Huh? Okay, we'll take that.
It's because Axiom.
Ah, so you can place anywhere. That's
Yeah,
cool.
like I can do this.
Oh shit, that's
I
fire.
can like build off that. Yeah. We could also maybe do something like this.
Can't you like put a pot up there?
What about this? Oh,
Oh, oh shit. Okay, okay, I like that. Oh yeah.
Axiom there or something.
Yeah. That's cool.
Just place it up
Fire.
a bit, I guess.
Where's the flower department? Hold up. I gotta find some flowers. Put into this
If you
pot.
do
Hold up.
hashtag flower and search item, you only see flowers.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm learning new things here. That's cool.
Yeah, I've been building for a bit. I know the
Hell
building.
yeah.
The little
Is that like a
things.
Minecraft thing or is that an action?
No, that's Minecraft. Hashtag
Oh shit.
shows you types of things.
That's fire.
Like you can do hashtag log and you see all the logs. Like if you do hashtag log and you go on a block, you can like see Minecraft logs and then Minecraft logs that burn. Minecraft spruce
Oh
logs.
shit.
So it's basically
Yeah, that's
just
actually sick.
search through tags. It's really useful
Hell
if you
yeah.
like, what flower do I want to use? And you just search flower and then, oh, this one looks great here. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
you learn something new.
Oh. Yes, sir.
You can even
Oh,
search
look at that.
bee
Oh.
foods. Damn, I didn't even know that. Gonna have to learn the tags.
Okay, this looks way better now. I like this. Okay.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Shiny, I think we're done then with the
Yes,
builds.
sir.
Okay, for one of my last questions, who do you recommend I interview next?
Ooh, you should definitely interview El Deathy because I've been telling him to start streaming, and he actually started streaming roughly a month ago, and he's almost at 2K followers now. Like he's popping off like crazy. So yeah, I mean he's an interesting guy. You can definitely, I don't know if he's good at building, so I don't know how good the build would be, but hell yeah, I think he would probably be down. And yeah,
Okay, and where can people find you?
so you can find me on Twitch on ShinyPikachu Live. My YouTube handle is at PikaPlays1. I might have to change that at some point. It's horrible, but and my Twitter is IGN ShinyPikachu. So make sure to follow that.
Awesome.
Yes,
Thank you for
sir.
coming.
Thank you for the invite, man.
And
Appreciate it.
if you're still here, give this video a like, subscribe, follow,
Yes,
and
sir.
hit that
Follow,
bell.
follow.
Yeah,
Oh my
and
God.
follow Shiny definitely. You have
Yes,
to.
follow all of us.
Follow,
Oh my
follow.
God, make us famous, please.
And
please.
I'll see you in the next episode of Talking Builders. Bye bye.
Bye bye.